Dalton Risner back in purple. Another good move. Now, I know I've been saying this for most of the moves that have been happening lately, but, man, I'm proud of Kwesi, man. This is another one-year deal, a rental plan. Is he the best guard in the NFL? Absolutely not. But he's something. I'm going to tell you, you got somebody who's already familiar. He played in the system, 745 snaps last season, which is a lot. You know, the fans were calling for him last season, bro, including me. When he was available coming from Denver, everybody and their mama wanted Dalton Risner on the team, okay? And we got him. Now, as the season progressed, people realized, like, well, maybe he isn't the superstar that he once was in Denver, but he's still a comparable player, right? So it's a good pickup. It's a one-year deal. Nothing to lose your mind about. We need depth in that position. Hey, Blake Brandel is actually probably going to compete for that position as well. You know, Blake Brandel is a guy that's very versatile, which I like, man. I'm to be honest with you, he's very underrated. Now, he had a couple slip-ups too last season, but they all did, right? Even Christian Darrisaw, to me, last season had some slip-ups that weren't very Christian Darrisaw-like, but they happened. And I'm going to tell you, this guy right here, Dalton Risner, one thing you can't take away from him is the effort, the tenacity, man, just the aggressiveness. I like him because he's aggressive. Now, sometimes he's over-aggressive, and it tends to bite him in the rear end because he'll try to be over-aggressive on run blocking, and he whiffs his block. But one thing's for sure, if there's a pile moving, man, I'm going to tell you, but you best believe that this guy, Dalton Risner, is coming up there to push you to get some extra yards. He will, man. We all know the famous play. The famous play when he did the kick, man, right here. Y'all see it, man. This guy right here is a dog, regardless of his talent level. I think his talent level is very mediocre. I mean, he had a 57 grade PFF. So, I mean, very average, okay? Very average. Some will say he played semi below average last season for the Minnesota Vikings. But when you think about the money, what you're paying for a guy like him that has potential that you've seen in the past, and maybe his second year in the system, maybe he will take a step forward, and maybe we can keep building this relationship with a guy like this, and he can solidify himself at that guard position for us for at least the next 3 years. You never know, man. He still has some tread on the tires. I think this is a good move. This is a very strategic move, being that we need the offensive line to be together this season, man. We got to build that camaraderie, man. These guys have to start playing better, especially having younger quarterbacks or a Sam Darnold that's a quarterback that isn't used to this system and is new. They are going to be the driving force of this offense. The offensive line has to come together, and I think with the available players out there at guard right now that you don't really want to spend too much money on, because guess what? You got to get Justin Jefferson's deal done. So you can't just be kicking money out to anybody that supposedly is a above average or superstar type guard that may be available in free agent, or somebody that you can trade for. You don't really have the resources to do that. So bringing in a guy like Dalton Risner, just bringing him back, letting him continue to play in purple, letting him continue to build that bond with the rest of the guys on the offensive line. Hey, this another A+ move for Kwesi Adofo-Mensah in the Vikings front office, bro. Regardless of how you cut it, you know, I think he's definitely going to have the job to lose. Blake Brandel will compete, but I think it's Dalton Risner's job. He's coming in as the starting guard, left guard, right guard. You never know. You know how teams do, man. They like to shuffle him. I mean, obviously he's a left guard, but you know how teams do, man. They might switch over Ed Ingram to left guard and say, let's see how you do on this side throughout the offseason. You just never know. But at least we have some guys that we know for sure can be at least average, and they have potential to be above average. That's all you can ask for, man. Another big pickup for the Minnesota Vikings, although it wasn't a pickup. It was just a continuation of a relationship, but I think it's a really good one, and I'm satisfied, man. Dalton Risner, welcome back, baby. Appreciate you, man. Appreciate y'all tapping in. Hit the subscribe button. Hit the like button for your boy. Holla at you.
Yeah. Smooth summer. Who running? I hear them talking, but they ain't gonna do nothing. Celebration, I might have a toast with you. I'm feeling good, I'm feeling great, I'm terrific. We ain't taking no losses, we winning. Undefeated, check the percentage.